So I'm about to be doing a full office upgrade, which is really exciting. But to be honest with you right now, I'm a little overwhelmed on how we're gonna set everything up. So I thought it might be fun today to hop into The Sims and try to renovate my office in The Sims before we renovate it here in real life. This is a bit of a weird video and not my typical style of video, but I did think it would be fun to maybe put it in a video form. That way you can help me decide in the comments if maybe I should try something a little bit different, or if you see a layout that maybe I'm not seeing. But let's hop into the video. We'll discuss my thoughts and we'll see if we can come up with a nice layout for the future office. Also, let me know if you're maybe interested in a blog form of me and my husband redoing my office, because I could definitely share that if you guys are interested in seeing it. But for today, let's hop into The Sims and renovate our office there. So before we hop into the overview of the office, I want to discuss this daybed right back here behind me. So it is probably in between the sizes of this bed and this bed, but for the sake of spacing, I am going to use a full bed. I would rather have too much room than not enough room, so that's what we're going to be doing. So this is representative of that. There's not really anything in The Sims that looks like this daybed back here, but let's talk about the full layout. So this is roughly the current state of my office right now. We are sitting right here. This is a standing desk. I don't know if I've ever shown on YouTube before, but I can like fully stand here at this desk and work. So this is actually a bar height stool chair. I know I've shown it on Twitch a few times, but I don't think I've ever showed that off in YouTube. So I did put some counters here to represent that desk just because it is a tall desk, and it's actually screwed into the wall. So it's like always a standing desk. It does not move at all. Like it's not one of those with the remote that you can sit and stand. However, my sweet mother for Christmas got me one of those, which I'm really excited about because it is hard to find a good comfy chair that is a bar stool height chair. So that's kind of like the whole reason around the office renovation. But I did think it might be cool to kind of show you what my space looks like. So like I said, here's where we're at. This is the daybed that's in the camera. Over in this corner, I just kind of have a heater, which is what this is representative of, and a lamp that I don't know if you can tell, but it glows onto the bed. So that glow right there that goes on. Okay. Pop off then. I'm so happy I got that on camera. But the glow that goes onto the freezer bunny and Grim is from a little lamp that looks a lot like the one in the Cozy Kitch kit. Also, apparently Apollo's in the room, so if you hear or see him, I had no idea he was down there until he just jumped on my arm. But essentially, this is like clutter and cords over in this area. There's not really a good way to represent that in The Sims. I do have two box lights off to either side of me that are not quite as clunky as these ones, but they're pretty close. And then my computer, don't come for me, I know you shouldn't do this, but my computer is rested on a cart kind of like this, and then I do have some clutter in the bottom. And then this is Apollo's cat cam tree. This is where we have him on camera, and actually he's kind of in the camera right now, but he doesn't look like he's gonna stay. But that's where he sits, is like right over to my left. And then next to his cat cam, I have like a little cube storage. I have a calendar, which I usually keep my content calendar on, and I have a Cricut machine, so all of that stuff is kind of set and stored here. This is a little storage closet that is a mess right now, to be honest with you, but we're not redecorating that, so we'll just leave that closed. And then this is what you see behind me. Obviously it's not perfect, but I have a dog bed, a little cube storage with some books in it, and a few little plants and candles. And then behind that, if we're being honest, is a complete mess is what it is. I do have a standing desk treadmill, and that is where that usually stays, is behind the partition, but I do use it to walk while I edit or do like my actual work. I also just have some storage and some clutter back there, so we're gonna have to clean that out. And then this table right here is a teeny table. It's like a regular desk, but I just sized it down. I have like a printer and other paper storage and clutter. And then over here is this little L-shaped desk that you can usually see in the background of the videos. Also ignore the clutter. We have started bringing in stuff that we're going to use to decorate, and some of that's like Christmas gifts I got and things that are going to help us with the redecoration. But it is a big L-shaped desk with a cute little white chair at it, and I think she's going to be leaving the office. But now that we've kind of toured what the office is, let's talk about and try to create what we want the office to be. When I made this space, it was not with the intention of content creation. I just needed a nice desk setup for my job. So I have like a dual PC but it's because I need like multiple screens to like actually do my work. So none of this was bought with the intention of content creation or set up with the intention of content creation. I just kind of threw it together after the fact. So now that this is something that I have found a lot of enjoyment in and we found a lot of connection through the community, I think I want to turn my office space into more of a studio and less of like a cluttered mess. Let's kind of talk about the plan and try to redecorate this space a bit. I did copy the room over, so we're gonna work off of one of them so we can maybe have a before and after. And then once we actually do a redecoration, we can kind of compare and contrast and see how much it really did end up being like this. So I think what I'm gonna do is start by pulling all of this out of the room, and let's give ourselves a bit of a blank slate. Now we've got ourselves a nice blank slate. Let's talk about things that are not gonna be coming back into the office. So for starters, we are actually going to be taking the L-shaped desk out and putting it in a guest room. However, I'm going to take its chair. I obviously need to do some decluttering, and hopefully all of that will be gone by the time we're done with this renovation. I think we're gonna be keeping everything else and we're gonna be adding on a few other things. So let me kind of explain what I want the studio to look like. So I want this blank wall. It's actually the wall that's over here that the day bed's on right now. I want that to be the background. It's the only blank wall space in all of the room, because we've got a door here, 2 doors over here, and then windows on the side that we're currently facing. And we are getting a new desk that kind of does the up and down thing, which is really exciting. It's white with a wooden top, so I think we're gonna use this one from Dream Home Decorator to represent that. And I kind of think I want it almost in the middle of the room. I might regret that, we'll see. I'm having a hard time recognizing how much space I do or don't have, which is part of the reason why we're trying to renovate in The Sims, just to see. Because what I would love to happen is for this daybed to come over here and turn into almost like a little reading nook. And based off of this, I should have plenty of room. Wait a second. I think it's pretty accurate, the room here. I think maybe a couple of things would be like a half tile shorter. Like I think this wall right here would be about a half tile shorter. And honestly, kind of same for this wall right here. I do have to have the box lights. I tried to rely on natural light earlier on in my content creation, and natural light is not really your friend in content creation, as it turns out. So now these curtains are always closed and the lights reflect off the wall and bounce back onto my face, because I don't like light shining directly in my face. I do not know if they will be close enough to the wall over here to bounce off, or if I'm gonna have to put the partition in front of the desk. So I'm gonna plan to put the partition in front of the desk just in case, because the light can bounce off of that if it needs to. And the partition is obviously all one big thing, but I'm kind of having to use 3 to represent the size. 2 wasn't enough and 3's a little too big, so I kind of clip them together. But for my reading nook, I'm thinking we're gonna put this little 3 cube storage that's behind me is like a bit of a side table, and honestly this like black lamp over right next to it to kind of shine and give us a little bit of light. I usually read on my Kindle, so I don't normally need a lot of light, but it'll be there if we need it. I also plan to get a rug, because as of right now my mic is a little bit echoey, and that's because there's no material in the room to catch the echo and the mic quality, which we're upgrading to. We're doing so many upgrades, I'm so excited. I ordered just like a nice little fluffy rug that is checkered, but for the moment, why don't we just plop down? Any fluffy rug will really do, probably. We can just grab this one from Love Struck, just to kind of indicate that's what'll be there. I don't think my rug's quite this big. That's okay though. And then that's where our PC's gonna go. We'll have 2 screens. I'll just plop that there so we know. We're gonna use this desk chair that's back here as my desk chair. I think I'm gonna use the little mini table that my printer used to be on, is like a bit of an L right here. And then we bought some cube storage. I just got white cube storage. I think I got 2 of them, and they're 2 wide and 4 tall. I don't think this is gonna be like an accurate measurement. Like I don't think mine are actually gonna be quite this big. So I'm gonna delete the top row, because I think that's gonna be more accurate to the sizing. Because even this one over here is like way taller than this one behind me. I I'd say this is the same height as the daybed, but in The Sims it looks like it's way bigger, but it is technically like 3 cubes over here. And I kind of want that to be almost directly behind me, I think. I don't know. Oh, this is so hard. Let me know in the comments if you see a better layout. Like I said, I need a big blank wall behind me, so like it's gotta be this one. And I don't want my back to the door, so it can't be this one. We'll come back to that though. Let's talk about the stuff that we're putting back. So this table, the one that I am currently using as a desk that is screwed into the wall, this is gonna be where we move my printer and Cricut station. That's gonna come over here. We'll probably get rid of the chair that I'm currently sitting in. She's seen some better days. I'll probably store my little treadmill over to the side along with my like little heater, because this stuff I do use pretty regularly. I do think I'm gonna use this cube storage as like extra storage space for under this desk area. It's not gonna really show how it needs to show, but it'll be like underneath this, because this is like raised up off the ground with full openings underneath. And then that's gonna leave me room to put like my dog bed maybe over in this or this corner. My dog bed is not this big either, but like it's not as small as the small ones. I'll probably like put my computer behind my desk, especially if we end up using the partition. Either that or it'll have to go like here and this light will have to scooch up some. Maybe that's better if it just goes like right next to the desk and we scoot the lights up a bit, because then that lets this connect to the desk right there. I'll probably put my content calendar nice and big on this wall. We've got a lot of other decorations, and then Apollo's cat tree. Ooh, I didn't think about his cat tree. I don't know where to put it. We use his cat cam spot. The obvious spot would be like right here, right? But then he won't have a cat cam. He needs to be close to the computer. So the issue is we need Apollo to be close to the computer, but his cat tree, as it currently stands in the office, is right here next to a box light. And he likes to mess with the box light. It's never happened in YouTube before, but when I stream sometimes, he will fully hit the box light down on the ground or like into my face. So I need to get him away from the box lights. We could even do, the dog bed doesn't necessarily have to go in frame. It's barely in frame right now because it's behind me. This little like, oh wait, look, Apollo's there. What a cutie. But Apollo also likes the flower bed, so we could put the flower bed in shot and not put the cat tree in shot, because he likes both. Something else I bought was a pink accent chair. It's kind of like a cute modern chair. I don't know if there's anything that really looks like it, so we might just plop a pink chair down and call it a day. We'll just use this one. Oh, it's so tiny looking. See, the scale of this doesn't make any sense because these will not be that tall. The chair will probably be about as tall as the cube storage, which I guess we could put Apollo's cat tree like over here, because his cat tree is also not quite as big as this one, but it is bigger than the small ones. And then the dog bed could go in the corner. See, this is like the area in which I just do not know. Like that's what's stumping me. I know I want this. I know I want this, but it's like this part. Because while this is turning into a bit of a studio office and my background is important, I feel like for me, if my whole space doesn't make sense, like I'm gonna be annoyed and upset about it. So we are gonna have to figure out how this is all gonna work together. And then of course on this, we're gonna have like some decorations, like little knickknacks. We'll have our string lights are gonna come down here on this wall. I have a giant bear named Sir Bear that I forgot about, but we always pull him out for Christmas, that I have had for a while. And I think Sir Bear is gonna come and sit on camera with us. I could put Apollo's cat cam like right here, and then we could store the treadmill and the heater on this side. Oh wait, that might be best. I do use the heater a lot because I hate to be cold. And then we could add our dog bed in, which is once again more rectangular than this one. This is like so square and so huge, but I'm thinking we'll have like a cute little gallery wall. I know that I have like a small little lamp. It looks like a lamp, and I guess by all technical means it is a lamp, but it has a special light in it that slowly burns candles, and you can set timers and stuff. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. I just got it for Christmas as well. Oh, maybe this one's better. This one looks more like it, honestly. And then we'll have our string lights draped down a little bit. I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like either, but I just know that they'll be there. And depending on what is in frame and what's not in frame, we might have to change it up a bit. So it might be scooted. I don't know if this feels better, which obviously it's The Sims, it's not perfect. We'll have a cute little artwork everywhere. I actually got some of the cutest artwork from my mother-in-law. Let me show you. Like this is just some of it. I have more, but it's all very like cute and pink and green and like florals. I'm so excited to put these everywhere. And she framed them all for me. It was so nice of her to do that. But this is what she got me for Christmas because she knew I was looking to do an office redecoration. We also got like this one that have the names and the words. Oh, I'm obsessed with these. She did such a good job. But that's kind of the style and theme we'll be going for. I do have like a little craft board over here that will probably move to over here. I don't know how to indicate certain things, like a printer. There's no printers in The Sims. We're just gonna delete that cube storage. Just know it. I'm keeping that because I do actually utilize that. I keep a lot of the extra like vinyl and papers and whatnot in there. I'm gonna use this to indicate my pegboard. Mine's like way smaller than that, and it doesn't have all that stuff on it. I just feel like this corner is gonna end up being wasted space. I guess we could move everything down and just have like extra space over here, but then like what do we do with that? I don't want to leave room for clutter because I know myself, and if I leave room for clutter, it will be cluttered. Of that, I'm certain. Also, my husband told me, my husband's name is Dante, so if I refer to him as such, that's his name, that he would be willing to paint the room for me if I wanted to. And I don't mind the color it is, it's just beige, but I'm wondering if maybe we should paint this wall that would be behind my head. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really not sure. I thought about doing an arch, but I feel like arches might be on their way out. So let me know if we should do a print behind my head or if that's gonna be too much, because we will have some of those art pieces back there. So there will be cute things. I actually have a lot of cute things and cute clutter. I've got a few plants. We made a huge Target haul today. So I've got a lot that I'm excited about putting up in the room. I cannot wait to do the makeover. It's probably gonna be next week before it happens, but we'll get there when we get there. But we could always paint like not a pattern, but maybe just like a color. We could come in with like a pretty sage green or something just on this one wall. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if we should paint a wall or not. It could be cute. I'm gonna use these cute little paintings from Pastel Pop to kind of indicate where I think we'll be doing some art pieces. We'll probably do like a big gallery wall across the back here. I think I'll keep my content calendar there, and then we'll probably do a little bit here above this bed as well. Honestly, I'm feeling like this is gonna be nice and functional. I'm still a little unsure about behind me, but it's hard because in The Sims, like the sizes are not the real sizes. So this could be looking funky. I'm obviously gonna have some plants and whatnot like we do now. I got more plants. I'm pretty excited about the plant department. I think we'll have some flowers. I got like a cute little drapey plant that looks a lot like the one from the kit. This one, oh my gosh, that took me an embarrassing long time to find. We've got one like that, and then I got like a little fiddle leaf fig, probably about that size, that I'll probably put behind the dog bed. And then my actual computer will be here, which means that we should be able to reach Apollo in his cat cam spot. And there's like a plug-in over here. So we could hopefully run everything from under the desk to said plugin. The cord, I might insert a clip. I'm a little embarrassed about it, so I might not. But the cords are really, really bad. It's just like all on the floor. And a lot of you may know, but some of you may not. We have 3 dogs. So there's like a little dog hair mix in the cords right now that are like almost impossible to like sweep out. Like you have to go in with your hands and pick it out. So I would love if we could just have one cord that comes from the desk to the wall. That would be so nice if we could manage that. But I'm thinking I'm kind of liking the way that this is gonna be when it's all said and done. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Sorry this video is a little weird and sporadic. I kind of made it just talking out my thoughts. Do let me know if you want a blog style of the redo of this room, because that would probably be a little more clear than what I've shown you today. If you made it this far in the video, comment a calendar emoji in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.